What's up, Alamo?
I'm good. Can am I speaking right? Am
Yeah.
I in the right place? Okay,
Yeah,
cool,
yeah,
cool,
you in the
cool,
right place.
cool, cool, cool,
What's
cool,
up, Lily
cool.
Mae?
What up, what up, what
Man, shouts
up?
out to my guy, DJ Alamo. We got him in the building first and foremost. Tell everybody where to follow you at.
Instagram, Twitter. I am DJ Alamo. I still play with Twitter. If you're not on Twitter, I don't know what you're doing, but you better still be on Twitter. You know what I mean? I
Yep.
don't really do the Facebook kind of personal, but it is what it is. You'll find me.
Yes, okay. So while I was over here DJing, they was over here whispering. They wasn't really whispering. I just had my speaker on, so I couldn't hear what they was talking about. I want to know what y'all were talking about. They told me they was talking about artist development, but tell me what it is that. Well, actually, tell everybody what it is that we actually do for artists, Alamo.
Well, how it really came up was, um, she was like, "Yo, I'm seeing you moving around and woo woo woo." So it kind of went from there. So the whole situation basically is, at the same time, I try to tell artists all the time, it's not gonna happen where you from. When you're one out of a million, that's gonna go.
That's right.
It's you know what I mean, and you're lucky if three or four come behind it, and then go somewhere. It kind of stops after one or two people, then it goes to another city or another state, or
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
think about Philly. Who's all from Philly that we really think about deep? The Roots, Meek Mill. There are other artists from Philly though.
Benny Siegel,
Yeah.
Freeway, that like ring the bell right out.
And you
Gilly
know who
still
it is.
Gilly still got us because of his media.
Yeah.
But other than that, music wise, Uzi. But people don't refer to Uzi from Philly because of his sound and how he kind of came out. They thought he was from Atlanta. Nobody didn't know. But we knew because we knew him from back home. Like we knew that he didn't rap how he rap now. Like he could really, really rap. Like
Right.
and that's what people don't know. Like so, shout to Uzi, but he did what he had to do to get what he had to get and be who he became. And when he come back, you see that people look at it as oh he's bugging, or now he's this street tough guy. No, Uzi is from the hood. Like his hood is like very notorious for some of the craziest killings in Philadelphia.
Right.
His block, the people that surround him. So that's why Uzi don't really get into too much stuff because he got some power behind him. Like, so other than that, it's just basically like I said, like there's really no direction. I was telling her like the music on the East Coast is like it's over with. It's like no disrespect, you know what I mean? And we up there, but nobody's kicking up. And the last person that was kicking up was Pop Smoke. And the energy was coming back a little bit towards the East Coast, or some just a little feeling. You know what I'm saying? But
And then boom.
now once he's gone, it's kind of like, all right, where we at now? That's where
Back to
everybody
Cardi
is
B.
like,
The 6ix9ine. Those are the other two artists from up top.
well, 6ix9ine. Who else you said? Well, A
Cardi
Boogie.
B. A Boogie, yes, A Boogie.
Again, like I said, but again, like I said,
There's a lot of dope
who in the last 6 months had up top music that people was playing in other places?
Oh,
Pop Smoke.
Yeah, and Fabio with the big
And
drip.
Fabio with
Yeah.
Big Drip. But now Fabio has to come back with
Another record.
another record. Now Drake is holding him down with the
Yeah.
Demons record.
Yes, which we had to play. I played earlier.
Right. So other than that,
Yeah. Do you think that people are going to pick up on that drill sound, or do you think that
they
need-
are picking up. New York
Yeah.
City definitely has
I
has
like
their own sound. You got Chef G, you got Sleepy Hollow. It's a lot of people. Trust me. Let's not say that they not there. And then the GS9 boys about to come home, so we don't know what's really going to happen. But New York City is all the way behind. Like the whole New York City is waiting for Bobby Shmurda to come home. Like
Okay.
that's so it's really now. It's like when Bobby Shmurda come home. You gotta have a crazy record. But
Yeah.
if the record is not crazy,
It's not going nowhere.
Yeah.
then nobody's they gonna be like, oh, whatever. But
I feel like
but let me, what's so funny then with 6ix9ine. Now, I know I might get some flack for what I'm really about to say right now,
okay.
but he the last record that he put out, I'm not even mad at it. Am I gonna play it? No. But am I mad at it? No. The Punani Nani record, whatever, it's hot. I'm sorry. But I'm not gonna play it.
Yeah, I felt the same way. You know what kept happening? We would be in the car and the radio would be low. I'd be like, dang, this beat is popping. And I'd Shazam it and it would be trolls. And I'd be like, dang it. I was like,
Even with trolls too, and I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, like that's one thing we can't deny with this kid. He knows how to make a record.
mm-hmm.
We can't take that away from him.
Facts.
But what he has done is it makes everybody so uneasy to support.
Yes. Yes.
And the crazy part is, guess who's supporting it? Them radio stations.
Yep. They sure are.
All FM stations, look up all urban radio. Them songs being played. It might not
Yeah.
be played on Mix Show,
Mm-hmm.
but 3-4 o'clock in the morning, you're gonna catch that joint in rotation.
Well, I mean, that just goes, with the marketing budget, and advertising campaigns. You know what I'm saying?
Right, and that's another thing with radio. People like, yo, how can I get on the radio? How can I get on? Because I was just telling the artist, because I'm on FM radio in Philly,
Okay.
98.5 FM. Shout to them. And people be like, well, you on FM radio. Does it really matter? And I'm like, very much does. Radio still matters. Why? Because if it didn't, you wouldn't hear a Drake record every hour on the hour, or you wouldn't hear a 6ix9ine or Amigos or whoever, Future, when they do their campaigns and Khaled does his campaign, them joints be hour on hour. Like, who paid for that? That's advertisement.
Yes.
And people not knowing, like, you want to get on the radio? Dog, just get advertisement. They be like, no, I need it at 7 o'clock. I need it played at 3:50. Hey, man, my people going to be on, and don't nobody be on.
Right. Yeah, that's true, too. They think that they have a fan base that they don't have, and they don't even really understand how to build a fan base. The biggest advice that I could give to people is to talk to people in your DM. And that don't mean send a YouTube link.
That's it.
Don't pitch them immediately.
Right.
Start a conversation. Invite them somewhere. If you got, especially pre-COVID, but especially cities, that if you feeling like risking it all and going to the club and stuff, you know what I'm saying? And you have a performance somewhere or something going on at a club where they're giving you a bottle or a table or a list or anything like that, find some chicks that, offer to give them, free VIP.
Very much.
That'll be one good way to get them, but don't immediately just be like, check this out. Give me some feedback. Listen, if you want feedback from the DJs, what you need to do is book Coalition Virtual New Music Mondays, and we'll give you feedback all day, all in one place.
Yeah, because soon as they hit me with that, yo, bro, check this out. I hit them with the, you want feedback? They be like, yeah. Send them the flyer.
Yes, that's what I do too.
That's it.
That's the part, but that's the other part we were talking about. We were talking about how artists, that with this generation of artists coming through, they don't know how to communicate. They do not know how to communicate. Like you said, Roots, they drop in links. So I have a copy and paste message. So when they drop me a link, I say, good afternoon, I am such and such. Please do not send me any more links. However, what you do is introduce yourself and send the appropriate information.
Yeah.
And actually, people are doing it now.
Okay.
And they're asking for templates of how
How
to
to-
address people. But
Yeah.
it goes back to what
That's
Alamo and I were
consulting, though.
talking
At the end
about.
of the day,
Right.
they
It's
will
consulting time.
how you to death. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what my man Wild Tuna from Hip Hop 1987, they on the chat. Shout to
Yeah.
Hip Hop
Shout out.
1987. Tuna just said, he said they need publicists.
That's it.
They always want a manager before they want a publicist. And it's like, but then you can't be mad at them. And I'm learning not to be mad at these guys or snap at them because they just don't know.
Yes.
You're right, Alamo.
You know what I'm
Yes, you're
saying?
right.
So sometimes now you really gotta just really be like, wait, hold up. This is how it really works. 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be like, yeah, whatever, dog. But it's kind of how your approach is back to them.
Oh yeah, and then another thing that I would suggest when you ask somebody for their email address, see, what I would suggest to do is not get the email address to send them your music. What you get the email address for is ask them if they would like to be on your email list and receive emails. Then you can send out your press, your interviews. If you're on a playlist somewhere, if you have a
Right.
mixtape coming out, and if you have a music, this person has opted in and they said yes. And also, it is against Can Spam Act. Like, if you just go to people's contact page and add their email address to your email list, like, that is actually illegal. You could be fined up to $16,000 for that. Seriously.
Wow, I didn't even know
Yes.
that.
No,
You
that's
have
not
to
right.
Wow.
explicitly opt in to really email anybody, any marketing emails. Yeah,
Wow.
that's what I'm talking about. The type of stuff that people don't know.
That now you know
Shout
what?
out to digital marketing, Bruce.
Very
Queen.
much.
Shout out.
Very much. That was some great news right there because,
Yes.
I don't really send out too many emails, but we now starting the email blast. But I never really did it. But the person that does it, I'm pretty sure he has that. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's
Because
really
he's been doing
easy
it
to
for a
do.
while.
You
But
can do it at events.
right, and it's like at the end of the day, some of these artists, what they not understanding is really, it's not going to happen at home. And you got to move around. You got to hit other cities because what you think is popping in your city is not popping in another city. And I've learned that just from playing Meek Mill's records in Atlanta.
Facts.
Not
So-
saying that Meek don't go in Atlanta. I'm not saying that.
Oh,
but
yeah.
the set that I can play back home on a Meek Mill set, I couldn't play that here. I got to get 1 or 2 records in
and be done.
and I'm out of there. And I
Yeah.
maybe can't even get that second record in.
Yeah. So speaking of that, Atlanta will dreams and nightmares you to death. That's for sure.
Well, we'll leave it there. Like I said, Dreams and Nightmares might be the one, and then there's going to be one other one,
You
but
know what?
we out of there. You
know
feel what I'm
what?
saying?
You hit me with a record when we DJ'd DJ Funky's birthday party at Strokers. You played, what was the name? F that checker. Light my wrist and my neck up.
Right.
Light that checker. You know
Right.
what I'm saying?
Right,
Whatever
right,
the
right.
name of it is. You know, I
And
can't
it's
say it
like
on there.
it's like, no, that don't work.
I thought it worked. That particular song worked.
Again, like I said, but it worked that day. But could I do it the following
You
weekend?
could do it in strip
no,
club for sure.
But I couldn't do it the following weekend in the same spot.
Mm.
You feel what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like you can't give them the same thing because like they know it, but or you could do the tic tac toe with Kodak. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe something with him and the Migos or something. But other than that, like
Going bad.
yeah, you could do
Play
that
that one.
again. But how long do you let it live? You
Right.
can't let it live long.
Well, I want to get back talk a little bit more. But first, I have some Meek Mill pulled up right now.
That's right.
So since we're on air, we can play whatever we want. So it's about to be a little Meek Mill set. Let's go.